My next guest I'm going to bring on.
4 minutes.
We're going to talk to Bob Pockrass from the SceneDaily.com to talk about Jeremy Mayfield, NASCAR, the big lawsuit that's going on there. And it's just, I don't know, it keeps coming back up in the news. You think it's gone, it's back, it's gone, it's here. It's just amazing. And Bob, I want you to talk about that. Now what is going on in the world of Jeremy Mayfield and NASCAR?
Well, about a month ago, a federal judge in Charlotte dismissed all Jeremy's claims, and so now Jeremy has started the process with attorney Mark Garagos, who he had hired about 6 months ago. And their first step is to ask the judge to reconsider his decision and reverse it. That's a pretty standard request, and it typically is denied, but it allows you then to go forward with more appeals.
Yeah, and that's where I think this is heading. I think there's going to be an appeal put in place. I can't see him even reconsidering what, that usually never happens, correct?
Yeah, usually it never happens. And, and Jeremy really has, he's put so much effort into it. He might as well appeal this decision because, they've gone through a while, a year now worth of litigation, and the judge just dismissed it based on kind of everything submitted with no real hearings recently or anything else. So, if Jeremy can keep the case alive, it's in his best interest, and so, it won't cost him all that much to do a quick appeal. So I think that's where you're headed.
Well, we're talking to Bob Pockrass, Rob D'Amico, Race Day on Fox. As we get you up the grid, we're talking about the Jeremy Mayfield NASCAR lawsuit. What has NASCAR said about it, if anything, about this?
They really haven't said too much. I mean, I think they probably expected it. NASCAR actually countersued Jeremy for breach of contract, saying that, he fraudulently raced by violating the substance abuse policy. So that part of the suit technically is still alive, and because that is kind of still out there, that could possibly delay some appeals. We'll just have to see.
Now, what is the end game out of this thing? There's not really a winner in this situation, is there?
No, I mean, I think, Jeremy feels that he's been wronged, and, in this country, when you feel you've been wronged, you sue and you hope to get some money out of it. I mean, I don't think Jeremy thinks that he'll ever get to race again in NASCAR. He's already been out for a year. Any appeals and everything will take much longer. So, but that's the way we, that's the way we handle things. And and if the courts believe that he has been wronged, then he'll get some money and some compensation for being wronged.
Hey Bob, let's move on here. We're talking to Bob Pockrass. Obviously, a big weekend in racing in NASCAR. You got Road America, the Nationwide Series, and then Infineon out on the West Coast with the Sprint Cup guys. So great road racing going on this weekend. I'm excited about it with the Road America. That's going to be pretty cool.
It is going to be pretty cool. 4 track tests over 4
1 minute
miles.
left. 1 minute.
And as long as they don't have too many caution flags, it should be exciting. If they have a lot of caution flags, this race could be longer than Jeremy's lawsuit's legal battle. I mean, when you talk about a caution car, they're going to try to keep caution flags to 1 lap apiece and hope that they can get all the pit stops and the lucky dog around to be able to restart the race fairly quickly. All
right, Bob Pockrass, I appreciate your time, and I know you're one of those guys always on Twitter. We're keeping a track on you. How do we get more information on what you're doing?
You can visit me at www.scenedaily.com, SEENEDAILY, and my Twitter account is at Bob Pockrass, BOBPOCKRASS.
Bob, man, thanks for the time. We do appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Rob.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Artie Arani's Insider's Report coming up next right here on Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. Stick around.
Welcome to Race Day on the Now Network. Right now, 712,000 people can listen to live race audio on NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Most overheard phrase? Get the NASCAR Sprint Cup mobile app, newly redesigned and free with any data plan. Only from Sprint, the Now Network.